rolls, throws, caught, first down, and a lot more. Troy Franklin. So with exactly 3 minutes to go, Franklin on a 3rd and 1 picks up 18.
And he came from way in the back of the backside on his slide route. You would think 14 would have been able to slide out, but instead, very well designed by Sean Payton. He gets lost coming across here. Nobody picks him up and worried more about the back than J.K. Dobbins out in the flat, so he snuck right behind him. And there's Max Crosby, a fingertip away from knocking that ball away.
From the 35. He's shit. Oh, boy, in the backfield. You talk about getting there quickly. Pass is incomplete. Max Crosby was in before. Next was all the way back.
Hey, Coachville, defense number 98.
And that's why.
5-yard penalty?
Yeah, he rolled the dice here and tried to jump this one. He's trying to make a play, trying to shoot a gap, and try to guess on this snap count gap. Just a hair early. He said he moved. I mean, that's what brought him across.
So it's first down and 5 now. Dobbins and Prentice in the back of Prentice. Lined up. Has the fullback here. Dobbins got spot through his neck. Should be enough for the first down. We'll see. Officials not coming in. Where are they going to spot this thing? Nope. Half-yard shot, inches shot.
You just mentioned how Miners is back into this game. Just had a great block in Denver. I'm surprised they're in a hurry here. They working his clock down. Raiders got to start thinking about using those last couple of timeouts.
They had to waste one for the delay of game early in the 3rd quarter. So they only have 2. Want to play here. I'm going to say strip, and I think they're going to mark them short again. Jeremy Chin is there.
Second charge timeout. Las Vegas.
Right, so they have one more timeout plus 2-minute warning.
Well, by using that timeout, they're all in now and trying to come up with a stop here on 3rd down and short.
Let's go to Kaylee.
Guys, after watching Geno Smith try to gut this out, the Raiders now say he is questionable to return, and the issue is that left quad. He's got a heating pad wrapped around it right now on the bench.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Came in for a couple of series on old guts. So Grant pulling in the defense. 3rd down, inches. 2:21 left in the 4th. Dobbins has already carried 16 times tonight. Next will keep himself. Raiders think he's stopped, but I think the officials may take a look at this and say, no, you're wrong.
3rd, final timeout. Las Vegas.
So they take a final timeout here.
Now you have your 2-minute warning. I mean, even in best case, they're going to run a play and work it down to the 2-minute warning. It'll be 2nd down.
Run most of the clock.
Yeah, they're going to be able to run it down at probably under 30 seconds. That'd be worst case for Denver.
Oh, fuck.
So the Broncos on the cusp of, in a way, escaping with this. Heavily favored. All kinds of crazy wins, obviously. The interesting thing is, too, about the Broncos, the only 2 losses they've had this season, walk-off field goals.
Every game.
Every game.
It's down in the wire.
So first down, run a play, 2-minute warning. Then Denver can wrap it up with another first down. For sure. Dobbins files his way to the 18-yard line. Be 2nd down and 3 when play resumes, as we have come to the 2-minute warning.
Raiders have done what they needed to stay in this game, but they knew coming in to be able to win the game, they needed a clean game, meaning not self-destructing. Here's some of the penalties that hurt them. This is earlier, best penalty. Here's Morton trying to create a rub. He had a fit offensive PI. Here they drop ball by Gentry that ended up being an interception by Simmons. A block punt. And then here a chance to tie it up late despite all those miscues. And just ball goes to the right. Had the distance, just missed it by a couple feet.
Interception, block punt, 9 penalties. There you go. There are the ugly details for a team that is on its way to be 2-7. Next up is Dallas for them in Vegas, and then Cleveland.
In Denver, we talked earlier, they get the mini bye after tonight. And then they got Kansas City, and then they'll get their bye.
Yeah, 1 game in the next 23 days. First team to win 8. Right now, they come into this game tied with Indianapolis and New England for the best record. Of course, those guys, the other guys, will be playing this weekend. The 2nd down and 3. To take 40 plus off the clock here. Give it to Dobbins. First down. Unless they put it on the ground, that should take us to the finish line. So the Broncos will win 10 in a row at home. JC Penney post-game show exclusively on Prime Video is next, standing with the player of the game. We're going to take a look ahead to the Week 10 preview. How far can the Broncos defense carry them?
Colts made some moves there to trade deadline.
I'll say Sauce Gardner.
Yep.
So the victory formation begins right here. A couple of kneel downs will take us to the finish line. Mentioned at the outset that they were like a horse that stumbles out of the gate, falls way behind. Not tonight, a little different.
Well, the pace ahead of him wasn't real fast.
That's for sure. Right. It was a claiming race.
There was stalking. It was a claiming race.
Yeah,
That stalker position.
like a $3,000 claimant at a county fair.
That's right.
Terry and his horses, he's laughing at me. So the Denver Broncos remain on top. That's almost going to be a must game for Kansas City when they come in, at least in terms of the division a week from Sunday. Of course, the Chiefs have to play this Sunday as well. They'll get here. Denver will still be in first place. The Chargers will be in second, and then come the Chiefs. Next tonight, he said, better night, 16-28. He says, we're winning ugly, but we're winning. It's as simple as that. Comes to the W's and the L's. It's amazing tonight with Bowers coming out of the game. He thought he'd be such a big presence tonight. Wasn't.
The Broncos say whatever you want. They're 8-2.
Yo, what's up with it, G?
These beats, week 8, 9, 10, 11.
Fucking Broncos, 10-7.
Touchdowns all across the league. You can find it.
What you on, man?
Post-game show right after defense.
home for the Broncos. Pack of one. Oh,
Hey, kiddo, I'll be right there.
at least you can get a deal on your shorts for you. Something for more coverage. Coffee's on and your Cooper's on its way.
You know, thank you. Maybe I should just go back here.
Peter Davidson, know that.
Sounds like I'm not trying to sell you an extended warranty.
How about Petey?
I know a dog you can.
Little P or Big D?
Oh, what about the little P?
You want to go by PP?
You know what? I think I'm just gonna stick with Pete.
Pete. I like it.
I like you too. It's the
DC Petticoat's game show and well, pretty with the Broncos. Led by a dominating defense, beat the Raiders 10-7 as they extend their winning streak to 7 games on a windy night. In Denver, and right now, let's take a look at the AFC West. The Broncos, followed by the Chargers, Chiefs, and then Raiders, of course, Broncos. Chiefs. Next, we get with that. We welcome everybody. I'm first possible psychotic Brandon Spencer, Andrew Woodward, and Richard Sherman. Vince is having issues with his chair. How's it going there, bud?
Woof. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying woof for the game. It wasn't the prettiest game. It's really not what we expected, but look, at the end of the day, the Broncos get out of here with another win. They are now 8-2. Your takeaway, Vince.
Do you remember where you were October 6th, 2000?
Right here.
Right here. Overtime.
I know what you're going to say. Yep.
I was hoping for overtime in that game because I felt like this game that deserved it. We had 13 combined 3 and outs. 7 of the Raiders' 13 drives were 2 yards or left. We had a block punt, a missed field goals, shank punts. We had a little bit of everything, sure.
So your takeaway is?
My takeaway is the Broncos are 8-2.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's what it is. That's a little bit of concern of pregame that I brought up because you get the Chiefs in 10 days. You're playing a team that hasn't been very good. And are you thinking about that game and thinking about your 3 days instead of worrying about how good of football you can play? This is not pretty, but at the end of the day, for the Broncos, it's another check and a win and another opportunity to be in position the next week. You've seen it in this league. Every week it flips. Next week, if you beat the Chiefs, you are in control of the division with another W.
I'm just looking at the shirt screen. It says,
I'm sure you're going to find something you say. If I were you say, if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't say anything. You speak to this Broncos defense. They're up to 46 sacks on the season. They're freaking dominating. They're getting there. That's the reason this team has a chance. Because regardless, throughout the game, it's Zach Allen, it's Benito, it's Talanoa, Hufanga, the captain. They're playing at a high level regardless. They're taking advantage of these opportunities. And if he just let that one go, but they're still taking advantage of that. And they're trying to get more. This is without the reigning defensive player of the year. So you got to get them props on the other side. Raiders defense. Made for plays today. Stanford got IU Luke Kelly. 2 interceptions on the game. So I'm really excited about that because they actually played some solid football. You know, they held this offense and as maligned as they have been, 3 quarters of that ball game. Fourth quarter, they went on it. His defense, great backs, they were swarming. They were pressuring Bo Nix, forcing the States throughout the game. Pete Carroll can field goal this. They can go in the field goal and be proud of the tape they put on. The offensive side of the ball. Well, then I'll start there. You know, Raiders offensively, catch that's been in at the yards after 33 yards. Here's what they got to do. When you got a guy like that who is the main guy, the passing for the Raiders, you've got to get him the ball first in the second down. If you don't get him the ball, then guess what? If you got rapid coverage on him, it's almost intentional. It's such a dynamic player. So if they got a chip count, he's got to learn this and say, hey, we got to find ways to scheme this guy open. Just like you see, you see it in Kansas City. They see Kelsey. Good.
What would you say?
Because I've been right where you've been. Yeah. Give me the ball first and second down. Give me short routes. I don't care what it is. Throw me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. I'm the guy on this offense, and that's what
It's going to very easily have been a Raiders victory. I mean, they were South tonight. I mean, they had 9 penalties. They had 1 interception, blocked by this penalties. It's a very different outcome. But right now, Kelly Marchand is getting back to Bo Nix, player of the game, presented by Mason May. Well, it wasn't pretty. There were penalties, mistakes, miscues. What is it about this team that allows you to go on this ride and get it done?
Well, we have really good defense. They showed in tonight. We did the best of field at times, but they still made plays. We got them out of the range. So we got a lot of work to do, but just winning, and that's all that matters.
When you're struggling to get going and you're able to watch your defense, does that evoke confidence in you?
Yeah, for sure. At the same time, we got to find a way to get it. So, they keep winning games for us, and they keep giving us the ball back. At some point, we have to favor.
What do you have to do to find that rhythm?
I'm going to watch it, see what's going on, and something's got to change.
Thanks, Bill. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate that he's able to accept that they were going to return the favor. Defense in this game, first quarter, no score after Genty, 4 yards, touchdown run, Raiders. 7-0.
At this point, you thought, it may be upset alert.
Another one of those Thursday night upsets we thought we'd get. Second quarter, same score. Bo Nix avoids pressure. This is one to Pat Bryant.
Yeah, very expensive.
You guys got anything? No. Good. All right, well, there we go. We're all tied up. 7-7 at halftime. Same score. Raiders. Cole is blocked. The Broncos take over ensuing drive. Will Lutz's kick is good. Broncos lead this one 10-7. Fourth quarter. Bonus. Looking. It's Franklin. Hayes interception. Raiders take over in Broncos territory. Daniel Paulson. Broncos.
So you're pro.
Take over and win. Did you guys go home? This one at 10-7. So here we go. Both sacks. On the last season, the Broncos. 46 total sacks on the year. The best mark in the NFL.
And yeah, if you think about it, like, this is crazy. This is like president. And the year they won the Super Bowl, they had a great defense, 2015. 2 sacks. They're at 46 in week 10.
Crazy.
This is like, I don't know if people understand how insane this is. Even for a historically great franchise, great pass rushers, These guys are getting after it. Are they spade off the edge there? And really, it's the top one. Way back out those next tight ends. Really, I think you got to give him a lot of credit. We don't say his name enough. Advanced Joseph. Let's not forget, this was the group that played the Dolphins, got blown out. Everyone talks about it forever. Remember, we used 2 years. They had a great performance. And now here they are 2 years in a row, like best defenses in the league. They continue to be dominant. And they are the biggest reason why this team is able to is because Vance Joseph and this group. It's not, we talk about their next shot, right? They're not 8-2 without this defense.
It's a great point. Most sacks through 10 games since the 1989 Vikings. Just to speak to that dominance with the number of sacks. All right, let's take a look now again. AFC West schedule. So, we look at these about pregame. You know, 3 of these teams made the playoffs last year. Look at the playoffs again. As you sort of digest all of that, knowing the Broncos get the Chiefs next week. Denver Broncos will win this division.
Yes, it does. We talked about in the